What's going on, guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today we are doing the first episode of the People's Republic of Turkey. Last time I actually held a vote, and basically what I did was I picked on whether on what road that Turkey should go down. That we are now in a stage of the country and on the policies that I've actually been enacting, in which we are now considered a dictatorship. I am officially going to change the name of the country, role-playing wise. I'm officially changing the name of the country to the People's Republic of Turkey. That name won the contest that I held as a vote last time on the last episode of the Republic of Turkey, and basically that's what we're going to go down. So it was like the Islamic Republic of Turkey and then the People's Republic of Turkey. Islamic Republic of Turkey was supposed to be a Muslim caliphate in which religion would dominate the politics of the country, and the People's Republic of Turkey would become more of a classic dictatorship, such as China, Saudi Arabia, not Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Sudan, Chad, Democratic Republic of the Congo, those classic, just regular dictatorships. So, in which the military sometimes does rule over basic rights. But today we are going to do People's Republic of Turkey, and so first order of business, we are going to increase our military strength to 615,000 troops. Which actually no, we're going to cancel all that. We actually don't even have 602,000 troops. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over here to work, and we are going to go to minimum wage, and we are going to increase minimum wage, which that would increase unemployment, which we need people. So we're gonna go ahead and invite our party member to to really actually help us get this vote passed, because it won't pass at this rate. So we're going to go ahead and come over here, militants, not award him the national medal. So we're going to look at his information. We have loyalty to the head of state is 100. Influence 58% is influenced by that character. He is about no problem. Okay, so let's go ahead and check that law again. So 51.3, we cannot lose any popularity. If we lose popularity, it is going to suffer, and we are going to lose that we are going to lose the support that we already have in the parliament. So let's go with the MHP, or the Nationalist Movement, the NMP, and let's go ahead and come over here. We are only days away from the Tokyo Summer Olympics, and we are going to try to get their support. Let's go here. Let's go. So she is charming, militants, and let's ask her to support that law. No, she's not going to support that law. So we are going to get it passed on a small margin. So we need to skip to the 24th, 23, 24, and then go to the 25th, because the vote happens today, and we are going to skip to the next day so we can get the results on that vote. And it passed. So Unemployment is going to spike because of this, and that is something we are hoping for. Unemployment is a little too low. I think we want to keep unemployment. We're going to raise unemployment to at least about 5 or 6%. And when we started, actually, it was 10%. We've been keeping it at about, a good. Looks like it spiked in February and then went down. And now it's going up again, but it is going to spike. Anything else we can do? No. We can actually, lower the work week. Let's go ahead and lower that to 42. Unemployment and purchasing power. We're actually going to cancel that. Let's go ahead and go to taxes. I don't think there's any way I can increase unemployment via tax. But soon enough, actually, we are going to make sure that there are tax exonerations for real estate and charitable donations. Charitable donations, definitely, that is a key part in allowing, so the state isn't really covering everyone. But, we're going to have, a crackdown on human rights and stuff like that. Tax exonerations, actually, we already do have tax exonerations on investment in real estate. So every time someone buys property, then they get exempted from their taxes. Frequent and very repressive people get checked a lot for their taxes. And it also brings money in to make sure people are not creating or avoiding taxes. Let's go ahead and check. We have 335,000 not unemployed. We have 335,000 illegal immigrants. So soon enough, I think next episode we are really. I'm gonna get to what I'm about to do in a second, which is going to be a major part of this episode. Next episode, I think I'm gonna try to remember this. I'm gonna do a operation to deport a good amount of immigrants. But with the numbers that I have. As the United States, they have over 2 million illegal immigrants. But as any other country has a smaller amount, it usually goes from the thousands to maybe I think I played someone like Germany or something like that, and the most I had was 40,000 were deported. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over here, regulate the funding. Allow one party under state control. Tolerated multi-party system under state control. What we can do, we can either ban a political party, we can ban the nationalist movement, or we can go ahead and go to a one-party system, which if we do that, then I feel like there will be major strikes, but that is unavoidable. So what we're going to actually do, we're going to go to Parliament, determine the powers of the Parliament. We're going to do consolidative role. Change the proportional 4 years. Dissolve the Parliament. I'm not that confident on that. Elections, legislation, proportional, head of state's term. Legal voting age. No. What else do we have? We have unions, we have associations, religions. I think we're going to go ahead and do... you know what? We're going to go ahead and go to a one-party state. So we're going to go ahead and suffer through what happens as this. You know what? Actually, we're going to save beforehand. Just in case I get kicked out of office. Because I actually did a test run on this, like, last week. And I will, and I actually got assassinated by a bull, which was weird. Alright, let's go ahead and go to a one-party state. Ban a political party. Mole unprotected. And ban the extreme right. We are now banning the extreme right. This will take 2 weeks, and we're going to skip to the next day to get the reaction off of this. This is the only party other than the AKP that is not... Okay, we are now suffering protests. We have 147,000 people from the homosexual community that are protesting this action. So what I'm going to respond with, people like hospitals. So I'm going to go ahead and go to Health and Social Security, and I'm going to build 20 hospitals. And that will take about 3 months, and people will like that. Got about 20% in popularity by just that action, and people are obviously going like, oh yeah, more hospitals, but you know, the other half is saying like, no, they're taking our rights away. Alright, we have a hunger strike against the Nationalist Party movement ban. The Yeliz Garads, the president of the Human Sharing and Solidarity Foundation, is on a hunger strike, and he is not eating. Support movement for the MHP. You swore to cause Nationalist Movement Party disappearance. Isn't that right? Consider it, you'll never have our skin. We will battle and raise the country against this economy worthy of most disgusting dictatorship. I solemnly say to you, stop your ban. Our fight against injustice will know no bounds. The famous committed filmmaker is currently mobilizing against the Nationalist Party move. Calls on the people to oppose the ban. No, we're not going to assassinate. Bans criticized. It is inconceivable to continue in this direction, Mr. President. Your political choices are a complete liberticide. You are enslaving Turkey, and I can only condemn your measures. Yeah, Saudi Arabia, you have a really, really big mouth to talk like that. That is one of the most hypocritical things that you can say, and that is I actually might close my embassy because of that attack. That is an attack against our president, and we will not stand for that against our Saudi Arabian quote-unquote former allies. Which, speaking of that, in response to those comments, we are going to launch a weapons ban, an arms embargo against Saudi Arabia. We are going to issue that. People like that. They like that resignation. Organization for the Economic Cooperation. We were refusal of despotism. Take immediate steps to close our embassy in your country. A NATO ally has closed the embassy in Turkey, which in response we are nearing an exit from NATO. We do not need NATO. We do not need Western influence on us, and NATO is going to be a false figure, and we can actually start funding people who actually agree with us on foreign territory. So when does this ban go in? We're going to go ahead and skip to the 25th, I believe, is that maybe that's whenever the ban will go into effect. What was this? Nice performance. Well, actually, because I funded the hell out of it. We have rank 10, just behind Italy. It is an excellent result. Shiite community. Let's go ahead and attend that. Anticipate the tensions. Lost 5 kilos is not a danger for the moment. No more controls. He wants me to change the law on tax investigation, and we are going to go ahead and skip more and more, and we are going to go ahead and get to whenever this ban will take place. New appointment of the head of army. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and attend that funeral. We have enough bullying as it is. And continue. Hunger strike. Operation completed. We have officially banned it. We are now a single party state. He stops the fast. Political parties. Alright, so it changed the law automatically. So we are now one party under state control. Which is the opposite of a single party's legal monopoly over a political activity and concentration of power on the hands of a single group. Secondly comes the independence of the parties with regard to the power in office. These two platforms of multi-party and independence are foundations of true democracy, and we are not true democracy. We're far from that. So let's go ahead and actually check on something. So we have a third nuclear power plant that actually just finished, so we're going to go ahead and check our power on what we are making. Nuclear power is officially, in Turkey, nuclear power is officially the #1 energy source for the country's power. I believe we are going to stay at that, depending on how much we are. Yeah, we need to build at least probably 2 to 3 more nuclear power plants. Maybe we can start putting a little more investment into fossil energies, because they do actually, we're creating a lot more power than fossil energy off of nuclear power. We can probably just build like 2 to 3 more nuclear power plants, or we can build probably like 10 solar plants. No, actually, that would be a waste of money. It's about a terabyte each, or not a terabyte, a terawatt. So we officially do. Actually, it went down. Actually, the power plant just finished this month. So excludes Turkey. We know that. Change of player. Bad evaluation. Yeah. So let's go ahead and skip to the end of the month, and then this will be the end of the episode. So basically, this is actually one of the most successful things I've ever done. We are officially a dictatorship. We are officially a one-party nation, and people will long believe that the AKP is the rightful owner of Turkey. Public debt, we have $36 billion in debt. Energy, $41 billion compared to $24 billion in 2019. 31 billion in research, 42 billion now. 125 in Social Security, and 137 billion now. So let's go ahead and go to energy. Let's go ahead and go to production. That has jumped. Alright, looks like we have finished our agenda for this episode, and I will see you guys in the next episode, where we will continue to take away rights from Turkish citizens for the greater betterment of the people.